What's up? What's up? It's your boy Dwell, aka Mr. J, aquí en la casa, coming at you sideways. Doing another daily vlog. My main focus is my podcast, but this is what I do in the meantime and in between time, just to get some content going up there. I wanted to make this video because I do watch a lot of YouTube. I watch YouTube all the time. Wherever I'm at, I'm watching YouTube. I do watch a lot of raza nowadays. There's a lot of raza with their channels. When I say raza, I kind of mean Mexican, but whatever that means to you, take it for what it is. But I do watch a lot of the raza. Has a lot of them have channels now. You know, everybody's doing a YouTube thing, including me. And some of the raza, some have good setups, some have whack setups. Some just do like videos like this. Some do more of an entertainment type style. You know, I'm just gonna throw some out there like American Cholo. That guy has a real good setup. And then there's some guys, like I said, that just do videos like this. I had my podcast set up over there, which I could do videos more professional, but I just want to get straight to the point with these videos. These are just daily vlogs. So I've been watching videos. A lot of raza has videos. And you know, a lot of raza, there's a lot of prison channels. I don't hate on that. Do your thing. Respects to anybody doing it. But I notice a lot of YouTubers, especially raza. This is just raza, because not for anybody else. I don't care. But it seems like once pega uno, everybody hops on it. You know, everybody hops on that style. I'm trying to keep my own style, trying to keep my own, not do things I'm not really educated about in reality. Not do videos about stuff I'm not educated or studied or put some work into finding out what it really is, which means educated, and start talking about this. There's a lot of people in YouTube that did prison channels, and then a lot of people started getting on it, you know. It seems like that's one of the raza trends. Prison channels, prison talk, not prison channels, prison talk. Then there's another ones that I've noticed that people do like daily vlogs like this, just talk about their stuff. There's some people that do rap vlogs. Pretty much all they do is rap vlogs, Chicano rap vlogs. That's what their thing is. What the raza's doing as like a Chicano community raza, because raza to me is also the paisanos, you know, the gente that's not into the cholo scene and stuff like that. They have their own thing, but I follow a lot of the street podcasts, I guess you could call them, more like street channels. And there's a lot of people that do, for example, everybody talks about the same thing, and I try not to talk about what everybody's talking about. I don't hate on no channel. If you're doing your channel, good for you. I'm also trying to come up. But one thing I'm noticing is right now there's a lot of the street podcasts, and I get it. It's just to do content, because I think about it too. Should I get up? Should me meto en eso? But I'm like, that's not me. You know, that's not what I want to do. There's a lot of people now acting like they're news anchors. You know, what's up with that? The raza right now, a lot of channels are acting like news anchors. For example, the George Lopez thing about, I'm not going to go deep into that. Like I said, this isn't a channel, but all you guys already probably heard it. The George Lopez and the Barbosa, I forget his first name, which that guy's popping on YouTube. You know, I've never seen a show of his on TV, but he's on YouTube everywhere. George Lopez is on the world table, pretty much. On the world, everybody knows who he is. But everybody all of a sudden started making a video about that. All these gangsters are talking about, or the street guys are over here talking about that. You know, when the King Little G, I made a video of that, yeah, but because I'm into hip hop. I actually do hip hop, you know, so I gave my 2 cents. I've been writing music since I was a kid. So I made a video on the King Little G beef with Conejo, which is not beef. It's just hip hop, you know. It's part of that culture. I've been doing music that I'm up there, no, but I've worked with certain people here in my city. I've recorded some music. I actually have an album on Spotify and stuff like that. Go check it out. Business as Usual is the title of the album. You can look it up on my YouTube channel. But it's like all these people got into it, and all of these people aren't even rappers. You know, they never even wrote a song. They're just giving their opinion, which is cool. But it's like then all of a sudden everybody started joining the bandwagon of the George Lopez and Barbosa thing. It's like, man, let those guys be. Let those guys be. You know, stick to your prison channel talks. Stick to your whatever you do. But it seems like everybody, and it's not even that. It's the fact that it seems like everybody's trying to do the news thing too. Like all of a sudden something pops up and people are talking about it like they're a news anchor, like they're a news channel. And it's like when they're uneducated, like you know, they don't even, they just talk about whatever George Lopez said in that little clip without seeing the whole video, you know. You're just going off what people are going off with one little thing that they said instead of the whole context. And it's like, man, you gotta learn first. You gotta investigate. News reporters go out and investigate. They're not just using other people's stuff and running with it, you know? And that's like, that's been a little pet peeve. I see a lot of raza, whether they're good people or not, you know, they've been jumping on that bandwagon and following what other people said, posting what other people said, and acting like they know what's going on. It's like, you know, I've read the Bible a couple times. It's like the Bible. A lot of people come to me and try to tell me this and that. I'm like, have you read the Bible? Like you're only reading me a verse, but have you read 4 chapters of like 4 verses after that and 4 verses before that? It all plays out in one. You know, you can't just open the Bible and say you know the Bible and read a verse. You have to, it's different. That verse is backed up by so many other things. And that was the same example in the George Lopez thing. Everybody went off. I never seen the video. I just saw the clip myself. But everybody went off on those couple lines George said, but they didn't probably see 15 minutes before that video and 15 minutes after, you know, and I doubt they really have. So, yeah, it's just like everybody's trying to do that. And my suggestion is if you're going to head that route and you're not really about media stuff, like first study it, you know. If you're going to talk about rap, first study about rap, you know. You got to really study these rappers, study the culture, study the what rap is about before you're going to start making videos about rap music, Chicano rap and whatnot. Maybe you are, you know, and if you are, good for you. This is not a hate channel. This is not a hate video. It's just, it came to my mind. It's like, that's how and I made a video about this, how to get videos on YouTube with controversy. That's what I put in. And it seems like that's why people push on it, because they try to get views instead of, and that's where it takes away from your authenticity. I mean, on muchos channels, and it's like, okay, this guy's talking some cool stuff, even if it's just a video like this one off their phone and just chit-chatting like I am right now. And I'm like, you know what, this guy has a good story, and I like it. You know, it's cool. I really like it. Like I said, there's a couple guys that I follow and I like, but every once in a while, like I said, they try to go a different route for the views, and it's like, bro, first you gotta study. Like, why are you heading that route? You know, what do you really know about that stuff? Like. You're not you're not in the media scene. Like a sports analyst. Those who aren't just gonna start talking about rap while they're out of the nowhere. You know what I mean? They're sports. They study sports, so they talk sports. Their stuff is sports. So I'm not just gonna start talking about sports guys. Just not on a sports channel. Just all of a sudden I'm gonna start talking about UFOs. Or military stuff, you know. And his thing is, it'll sound weird because you're like, oh shoot. I mean, at first you'll be surprised, but if you realize like this guy doesn't even know what he's talking about, I think he's just trying to follow a trend, all for the views. And it seems like controversy is what gives you views. And I ain't trying to. It's hard. I try to get views. I'm trying to get built up myself, pero man, it's hard. It's hard out there. So respetos to you, even if you are doing controversy to get views. My respects to you. You're putting in the work because this is work. And there's some guys, there's some main channels. I'll throw some channels that I like out there for you guys, and that I've been following for a good while, like American Cholo. Props to him. He's been doing a real great job. A lot for the community. He's actually one of the guys that actually goes out there. There's a difference between a lot of us. We say unity, community. We say help each other out. Let's do something for the raza. Everybody has their own meaning of let's help each other out. But this guy, I do give him props. He goes out. He goes out and does community things. What he talks about, he actually does. Tony A, the Wizard, is another one I like. Since I can't remember since he started. Shout out to Larry the G. I seen Larry the G there a couple times. Larry the G's been here too. But Tony A, the Rhodium Radio, they did. He's been in it for a long time. I mean, I don't watch these guys all the time, but I watch them. You know who I like right now? Hoodstocks. I've been watching Hoodstocks for a little while. I don't watch all their episodes. This is everybody when I see somebody that I like, I'll get into it. And then they do post a lot of shorts and stuff like that. So that's how I look into it too. I also like Gunners Collective. I think it's every once in a while, like I said, I'll check that out. Who else do I watch? Which is Raza. Because I do watch other ones, that are real good, but it's not Raza. Like, for example, Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan's probably one of the best guys in the podcast scene. Lately, I've been watching Dubs SS. I actually even commented him, hey, you down for a podcast? But yeah, who else do? There's a couple, Haters World, every once in a while, something like that. Haters World, I'll check his stuff out. Lately I've been getting into, I've been checking out ODMs, the Blackout. I'm sorry, I'm thinking about my homies, the Block Report. Yeah, check that one out, the Block Report. This is from my homie, one of my homies that came here to the podcast. Who else do I watch? But there's a couple podcasters. There's more than that. There's some that are funny, that are kind of, like I said, I watch them still, but it's like, I got to change it up. But there's a lot of raza out there. Go check out. They're the street podcast, pretty much. Like from the street stuff. Streets doesn't have to be negative all the time. These are street stuff, because there's different raza doing different things, and it's not about the streets. It's not about hip hop culture. It's not about jail. It's about many other things. Just like my podcast is not about. It's a little mixture of everything. I try to be real on it. Lots of different voices. Go check it out. But yeah, I wanted to make this video real quick. Go check out my other videos. Like and subscribe. And like I said to the raza out there, maybe let's do good stuff. Support content. So do your thing. Don't fall into the trend. If you're a solid guy, like your podcast is cool and you've been doing your thing. If you gotta make changes. But sometimes it's like, just don't fall into trends. That's why I wanted to make this video. Peace.